Hello, what's up, good people? Good to see you. Now, he's in your top 5 scams in Kenya right now. KAA, don't lose your money because saizi wasi wamekuwa wajanja na wanaibia wale wengine. Alright, so I'm gonna share with you these top 5 scams in Kenya ndio uweze kuzijua, ndio uweze kuchanuka, usijipate kwa hiyo trap cause wasi wengi wana lose money and I don't want you to be a victim of that specific thing. But before nikwambie hizi ni top scams, hizi scams ni gani? Take 1 second. Hapo hivyo chini on your right kuna ka button kameandikwa subscribe. Hit that ka button, then on your left kuna like button. Hit those two buttons. Guess what, ukifanya hivyo huta miss any of my good videos in the future. Any moment nitakuwa na upload good video utakuwa unajulishwa. Alright, so anyway, and guess what, number 4 of these scams is quite popular na watu wengi wamefall into this thing. Alright, so let's get into it. Number 1, unapatanga kitu naambiwa story na increase fuliza. Every time unapata like there are some people who are saying they have the capability, wanaweza kukuincreasea fuliza. I don't know, you pay a certain amount of money, maybe fuliza yako maybe ni 200 ama 500, wa kuincreasea to maybe 15,000 or something of sort. Guess what? Let me burst your bubble. There is nothing like that. The basis on which you actually increase your fuliza is depends on how you get that small fuliza. Unalipa, unapata, unafuliza, unapata, unalipa, all those things, and how unatumia credit zako. Hizi vitu zote terms and conditions zimeprovidiwa na Safaricom. So there is no way somebody anaweza kakufula kwambia ati anaweza increase ya wewe fuliza. So run away whenever you hear somebody telling you ati oh mlipe ya kuincrease ya fuliza. There is nothing like that. Don't even think about it and don't even actually negotiate with that person. Actually go ahead, report that person. I don't know, Safaricom alipeana namba ya 33 something of sort. Report that individual because that's a scam na unaweza jipata kwa noma. Alright, number 2, the same case about the hustler fund. Okay, there is this fund that you usually get, and then depend when the amount of money unapata kunalingana na how frequent do you pay your loan, so that you get yourself a good credit score that you can be able to qualify for bigger loan. So the same case applies when it comes to the fuliza loan or when it comes to hustler fund. The same scheme, usiambie na mtu yote ati oh umlipe ndio aweze ati kukuincreasea your fuliza or rather your hustler fund. Guess what, hiyo ndio yenye unamlipa ati ndio akuincreasea fuliza. Sasa hiyo ndio hustle yake. Unaona venye unaenda job unapata pesa, sasa hiyo ndio hustle yake. Ukimlipa anaenda nyasi and you forget about it. So ignore those people, and actually whenever you hear somebody saying that thing, forget about them and block them. Alright, so number 3, unapata kuna hii story inaitwa watching WhatsApp status. Ati una watch WhatsApp status and then after that you get paid. Alright, and then people, let me tell you one thing, there is nothing that comes easy. Unaambia tu ukae hapo hivyo and then you'll be watching WhatsApp status, and then after watching those videos now or those status, then unakuwa paid, and then for you to be able to qualify out of it, then you have to pay a certain subscription fee ati ndio uweze kuqualify, ndio una watch those WhatsApp status ndio uweze kulipwa. There is nothing like that. I remember back when we were in campus there was something called public likes. All right, I don't know, you subscribe with a certain amount of money and then you given more likes, more more pictures or whatever those things were that you like them, and then you get paid up for that. And for you to access more, because the more you have more that you're liking, then the more money you get, so you have to increase the amount of money at ndio uweze kuaccess. There is nothing like that. Forget about it. Let me tell you one thing. Money, and I want you to understand this from today, money is usually a reward given after solving someone's problem. Na hakuna ati pesa unaweza zipata too easily just like that from out of blue. Nothing like that. So ukisikia kitu kama hiyo, wachana nayo. Alright, now here we go to number 4, which is quite popular with a lot of people. Kuna history ya working online, I don't know, binary and also Forex and what have you. A lot of scams are going around. And let me tell you one thing. These issues of selling the binary bot or maybe selling what we call the Forex bot. Ati, oh, you know what? Yakata kama hauna skills za kutrade Forex, don't worry about it. You can just get yourself a bot. Ikuwe ina kutradia, you'll be making money. And then after there, you just relax. The bot will just entering the market, getting yourself some money, getting out. There is nothing like that. I am telling you that because these are AI, the artificial intelligence bots that they can be able to analyze the market and be able to put you a trade. Maybe if you're making losses and such. Let me tell you one secret when it comes to Forex trading. All right, you have to take your time learning those skills. You have to understand these skills so that at least you be able to trade. And guess what? It is not like a very fast thing that you can just pick up today and then tomorrow you're making money. Taking it time. I won't lie to you. It takes time. It takes time, I am telling you. So you have to learn the skills first. After learning the skills first, either you can be taught or you can self-teach yourself. All right, personally, I was never taught by anybody. I self-taught myself. So you can learn by yourself, get the skills first, take time. But before you even put your real money out there, usually use what we call the demo accounts. You trade the demo account, get the practice. Then after that, you can just test the market with small money. Don't just take a lot of your money, like maybe all your investment, and put that in your Forex thing or your binary, because you can blow up your account and lose your money out there. Because majority of the people who are in Forex, most of them you find that they don't make money. So be very careful wakati tunaambiwa, oh, buy this binary bots and what have you. Or maybe somebody is telling you, oh, I can trade for you, you send me the money, I trade for you, and then I'll be sending money back to you. I don't see any reason as to why you should send your money kwa mtu and akutrade and then akutumia pesa. Why don't you learn the skills? These skills are teachable. These skills are learnable. You can just learn them, take your time, practice, and then with time you're able to make yourself a profit out of that. Or you can become what we call, you can become what we call a profitable trader. But what I insist more on this Forex thing is you getting the skills first. Get the skills first, then from there you can be able to go ahead and trade. All right. The other one is this issue about the sure bets. Alright, kuna hii sure bets. Ati mtu anasema anakuzia odds, ati you know what, I have a sure bet, ati hii sure bet iko na odd kama ya 100 ama ya 200, ati naziuza 2500. Kama iko sure bet, mbona yeye asiweke hiyo? Anahitaji hiyo 2500 ya nini? Mbona yeye asiweke hiyo odd then apate pesa and forget about it? Let me tell you one secret with money. Whenever you discover an area where you can be able to make money, actually in most cases you don't even share it. You keep it as your secret and actually you'll be making money alone. So this issue of sure bet, there is nothing like that. Huwa wanatumianga very funny trick. This is what they do, all right? So because in any football there are 3 outcomes: kuna win, draw or away. Simple. So wanagawa, like let's say you are like 90 people or 100 people, wanapea 30% of the people wanapea home, 30% of the people wanapea draw, and 30% of people wanapea away. So 2 sets of people will lose in that particular day. When you are, kwa mfano let's say game ilitoka draw, wasi watu wanalipewa odds za draw, they will get the money, and that means develop what we call trust with the 30% of the people. All right, and this 30% of the people, they will bring others, and in future when they were to buy another odd, they will be told like to buy for more information, or rather for more money. So that just kind of a thing. There is nothing like that. There is nothing like sure bet na vitu kama hizo, forget about them. Ukisikia mtu akikwambia kitu kama hiyo, forget about them. All right. The other thing that you are supposed to understand is a scam is about spin and win. You're told like, okay, fine, you know what, there is a certain app, like you can put your money there, I don't know, you spin, and then I don't know, there is something like that spins, and then in point out something, and then you earn. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. That is not an app that you can just head over there and start downloading money. It takes time, takes discipline, takes commitment, takes yourself. In any moment that you're making money, it takes time, takes commitment, and it takes all the. You cannot be able to skip anything unless maybe you are lucky. Okay. So those are just by 5 examples that whereby hizo ni scams zenye zina trend saizi. So be very careful. I don't want to get some inbox and people are telling me, hey, you know what, I'm losing money, ama nafanya vitu kama hizo. And kuna zingine nyingi. Kwa mfano hizi zingine za normal out there, kwa mfano unapata mtu amekutumia text, unapata tu ni message mtu atakwambia soft loans available, I don't know, 50,000, 100,000, 20,000 and vitu kama hizo. Be very careful with that kind of, with those kind of messages, otherwise you can get yourself into troubles, especially whenever they're dealing with money. Be very careful, because nowadays people are becoming very inhuman and they can actually manipulate you and lose a lot of your money. All right, so perhaps you make it go ahead and just recap exactly what I've just said. Nimeshare 5 of them. Number 1 nimesema spin and win. Number 2 nikasema binary bot or forex bot. Number 3 nikasema story na increasing your fuliza, or maybe increasing the what we call the hustler fund amount that you can get as a loan. I've also discussed about the sure bet odds and what have you, and I've said be very careful with those things that out there. All right, so those are just but 5 examples of the scams that there's in a trend size. So be very careful. Stick to what we call the disciplined way of making money. It takes time, it takes commitment, and I always tell people success is usually an intersection between a hard work and a luck. When those 2 things intersect, then at that particular point we say that you're successful. All right, the reason why I say so is because you can get yourself lucky but you're not a hard worker, meaning the luck gets you unprepared, or you can be a hard work person, but the luck has not yet straightened onto your place. Keep on doing what you're doing, keep on trusting on what you're doing, because at the end of the day, wealth or success is never an event, it's always a process, and it takes time to create. So those are the basics of you getting the money in this life. Otherwise, if you do opposite of that, unless maybe you want to get yourself into a shortest route to wealth, which the youth are actually getting themselves into the troubles. So be very careful, don't get yourself into the troubles and the tricks that are actually hovering around there, kwa sababu unapata most of the people, sometimes I usually get like very weird DMs like, hey Joseph, how can I make money very fast? Because so you wonder, why does it have to be fast? Like, why do you want to make it like very fast? There's nothing like that. The moment you get yourself in, because if you want to make money very fast means that you're controlled by greed, and whenever the greed takes control, then that you can get yourself into troubles, because you're likely to be what we call like to be scammed in something of a sort. All right, so anyway, take very care, and at the end of the day, everything will be good. And perhaps anyway, maybe you're out there, you'd like to invest in the conventional normal businesses like hardware, butchery, salon, cosmetics, and what have you, and you do not have any business plans about them. I have them ready for you. You can get a copy for yourself, study the business, and maybe you can invest in the future. All right, maybe if you'd like to get into treasury bills, these are real things: treasury bills, treasury bonds, money market fund, and what have you, investing in circles. You can grab my number from the description of this specific video, get the copy of yours, and you can be able to invest in all those areas where we grow money in a very normal, in a legit way. So anyway, for now, it's a goodbye. And by the way, don't forget to comment down below, tell me what you think. And at the end of the day, just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. For now, it's a goodbye. See you in the next one. Goodbye.